This is a love story, but not one with a happy ending. It's about growth, heartbreak, and the courage to let go. Sarah and Alex met one fateful evening at a cozy cafe in the city. Sarah, a free-spirited artist with big dreams, was waiting for her coffee when Alex, a budding architect, walked in. As they stood waiting for their orders, they started a conversation that seemed to flow as naturally as breathing. Their mutual love for poetry, adventure, and art was uncanny. They started meeting more often, and it wasn't long before they became inseparable. Their love story was filled with spontaneous road trips, long conversations under the stars, and promises whispered under autumn leaves. Friends and family saw them as the perfect couple, destined to be together forever. Months turned into years, and the couple's relationship seemed perfect to those on the outside. But beneath the surface, things began to change. They each had their dreams and desires, but these dreams didn't always teens. But Alex was different. He thrived on spontaneity, finding fulfillment in unplanned road trips, artistic gigs, and late-night adventures. To him, settling down felt like confinement. As he continued to embrace a carefree lifestyle, Sarah began to feel neglected and even frustrated, wondering why Alex didn't seem to share her vision. Sarah began to feel like she was loving a memory rather than the person Alex had become. As time went on, small arguments became a regular part of their relationship. Alex would forget plans, and Sarah would feel slighted, questioning why he couldn't make an effort for things that mattered to her. They tried to make it work, but each disagreement felt like reopening an old wound. The two who once felt so connected were now separated by an invisible wall. In a bid to save their relationship, they decided to take a break. They promised each other it was just for a few weeks, a chance to miss each other, to rediscover what they loved about one another. But during that time apart, Sarah began to feel a surprising sense of peace. She took herself out on dates, rediscovered her passions, and felt a spark of independence she hadn't felt in years. During their break, Alex unexpectedly reached out to Sarah, asking her to meet at the cafe where they first met. Nervous and hopeful, Sarah agreed, wondering if this could be a fresh start. As they sat across from each other in the same spot where they had first bonded, Alex confessed his struggles. He admitted that he wasn't ready. The most aren't meant to stay forever. Sarah had to confront her deepest fear that sometimes love is not enough. In the weeks and months that followed, Sarah focused on rediscovering herself. She pursued her art with renewed passion, took solo trips, and reconnected with friends she had drifted away from during her relationship. She grew more confident, finding joy in her independence and peace she hadn't felt in years. She transformed her pain into art, each stroke on her canvas a step toward healing. For Alex, the journey was more about self-acceptance. He spent time reflecting, embracing solitude, and exploring his desires without the weight of relationship expectations. He, too, learned valuable lessons, understanding that relationships are about compromise and shared dreams, but also timing and readiness. One evening, Sarah visited their old cafe, this time alone. She sat by the window with a cup of coffee, watching people come and go, reflecting on her journey. She no longer felt sadness when she thought of Alex, but rather a gentle gratitude for the role he played in her life. He was a chapter in her story, one that she would cherish but had finally moved beyond. Sometimes the greatest act of love is letting go. Relationships don't always end because of a lack of love. Sometimes they end because we're meant to grow. Sarah and Alex's story wasn't a failure, it was a journey that led them both closer to their true selves. Moral of the story: love is beautiful, but it doesn't always mean forever. Some people come into our lives to teach us, to help us see what truly matters. And sometimes walking away from what we thought we wanted is the only way to find what we truly need. Thank you for watching. Remember, love is a journey, not just a destination. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, remember to love yourself enough to let go when it's time.